Guys, we just stopped for gas and had our first hecklers. These guys drove by and they were just yelling something. I'm like, that doesn't sound like the Endless Adventure or Eric Allison or anything. He was just screaming, Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad.
He said it like 10 times.
We were finally like, oh, because our camper looks like the camper from Breaking Bad. Just a little bit. It really doesn't.
I mean,
that
if you
much.
go back and look at it, the one from Breaking Bad is like, I think it's a Bounder and it's gigantic and it's a Class A.
Yeah.
So, you know, to the untrained eye though, it's similar.
Man, he was so excited.
Yeah,
He
that
just
was so
screamed
funny.
it maybe 10 times.
Well, good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
If you guys have been following along, you know that we are finally back on the road with Clementine and Ruby. They're meant to be, don't you guys think?
We're out here, we're doing it. And it's going very, very well so far.
Suspiciously well.
Suspiciously
Famous
well.
last words. Yesterday we made it to Springfield, Missouri, and we spent the night. And today we are going about 4.5 hours west over to Wichita, Kansas. We're gonna drive straight through. Clementine hasn't been giving us any trouble, so we're gonna hope that trend continues. And our plan there is to meet up with a buddy of ours. His name is Wess, and he actually has a shop where he does all kinds of epic bus renovations. He does metal fabrication, pretty much everything you can imagine this guy can do.
If you guys remember, a year or two ago, we did this RV renovation competition, and one of the teams was the Big Bad Bus team, and Wes was actually on that team.
These guys raised the roof of the bus, they completely gutted the inside, they did all kinds of custom metal work on it. It was intense, man. But we're excited to make it there to see his shop, and our goal there is to fix our friggin' propane tank. You guys know we have a leak, and it is very, very old anyway, and it is not up to snuff, and we don't really feel that comfortable using it. We have our new propane tank in the back of Ruby, along with a bunch of little accoutrements to do the copper lines, and they're gonna have to do some custom fabrication to mount this new tank under there, because it is not exactly plug and play.
But I don't think we could have picked a more equipped person to help us with this.
Yeah.
All right, Wichita, here we come.
We just accidentally pulled out right in the middle of a huge procession of old vintage cars, and I think they probably think we're supposed to be here.
I kind of want to stick with them and see where they're going.
They're all turning off right now. They're probably surprised we're not following them. We'd fit right in though. We're all from the same time period.
That was really funny.
Yeah, man, they really had some sweet rides over there though. But we have one too many vehicles as it is, all right? So we're gonna stick with what we got.
Your destination is on the right.
All right, I see a bunch of buses back there, so I'm assuming we're in the right spot. I'm so jealous when we pull up to people's shops and it's just huge like this. Oh man.
One day, maybe we'd sell a couple of vehicles first, but.
Yeah. By the way, y'all, this is Wes. He is the bus guru, and he is going to help us solve our propane tank issues.
Well, I'm going to try anyway.
Yeah. How long have you been working on buses?
And I started my project in 2012 on my personal
Yeah?
bus and just kind of been doing it ever since.
Yeah, we got a shot of your bus earlier. That thing is intense, man.
Okay.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or
So
not,
big.
he brought that all the way out to the desert when we were doing that renovation competition.
I've been all over the country in that thing. It's been a lot of fun.
That's intense. It puts Clementine to shame.
Well, the capabilities and
Yeah.
the size, yeah.
You're smaller though. You can get into some tighter spots
That
than
is
me.
true. Yeah. Y'all, Wes is all over it. He's already under there grinding away because there were those 4 bolts under there that just free spin. You can't get them off, so you have to grind the old tank off. And then you can't reuse any of those framing components. So you guys already saw we have the new tank right here. We're gonna have to lower these, and then he's gonna have to build a custom bracket to mount this on there. That's what we were puzzling over earlier, trying to figure out the best way to go about that, but I think he's got a plan. Such a sweet sight, seeing this old tank be whisked away.
Gotta get it out of there.
Get it out of there. So he was able to get a bunch of this old nasty metal off of here, cut a nice little square, and then we're gonna put a new piece on here. There were a bunch of holes and nasty stuff going on here, and rust and water was getting in there, so it's gonna be nice for that to finally be fixed. You know, surprisingly, the wood under here is in pretty good condition. Some of this is black, but it's not really rotted out, so we don't have to replace wood. That's always good.
So nothing is briskety under there is what you're saying?
No brisket wood, none today.
So this is our old gnarly propane tank, and this is our beautiful new one. They're just slightly different.
This is gonna be so much nicer to not have to look at this ugly honking thing.
I mean, I guess we don't get under there that much, but like...
Yeah, but every time I have to lean down to turn this, I have to see it.
I was about to say, seeing it like out of context, it looks rough. This is much, much nicer. Put some new on and call it done.
You got a bonus little screw that's
nice.
wrong size in there.
It's my lucky day.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's screwing up really nice and tight and secure.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we got the new panel in place. Give it a little bang. Oh yeah, that's solid.
Nice and solid.
Yeah, so we're gonna put a rubberizer coat on this just like everything else has down here, and you won't even notice that's down here. No more rust, baby.
That's right.
All right.
If you notice on our old tank, the brackets sit almost flush with the tank itself, which meant that this was sitting up really snug against our floor. Sadly, the new propane tank we got had brackets that were a few inches taller than this, so Wes has just chopped them in half, and now he is soldering them back together. Welding. Fudge.
Similar.
It's the same vein, bright lights and heat and stuff, right? He's doing that back there. I'm looking this way because I don't want to blind myself. But by the time he's done, it should sit about where this whole tank was. So it won't be any closer to the ground, which we were a little nervous about. Feeling good. Things are happening really quickly.
It's gonna work out.
It's gonna be awesome.
So this is what Wes does. He does roof raises on buses, among other things, but this is one he's working on right now. He just got the roof raised. Is this some high quality work or what? Oh my gosh. Take a guess what this is. Any ideas? This is a freaking porch. It folds down, and then you have a nice little porch. I've never seen anything like that.
Hey, why didn't we do this?
Oh yeah, on Clementine, we could have done this for sure. Get real. We need a lot more skill to pull off something like that. So this is the mounting system. So we went with these two thick rails, and then we put a bracket across the middle, and the tank just kind of slides right in there on these 4 bolts. All right, we had to run down to the store. We're on a mission to get rubberizer as well as some screws.
Sadly not finding either of what we need, so we're trying to make do with what they have.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere right here, so you got to deal with what they have here.
Wait a second, are we back on gutted? Wait, is he trying to recreate that with us?
Yeah, when we did that competition we mentioned earlier, we never had all the things we needed, so we were constantly running to the store.
Yeah, it was a nightmare just like this. We're back at the shop and we ran into just a little issue. See how in this tank the brackets are flat, but all the gauges are angled down?
That's so that you can reach up under the skirt and mess with all
and
this.
fondle with her little bits. I don't know.
What's up? You got Wes with that one.
But you see on this one, when the brackets are straight, all these nozzles are sticking straight out and are skirting on the RV. See, get up or skirt.
All right.
The skirting comes down so you wouldn't be able to get up into here and access everything, which is important to do when you are filling a propane tank. You gotta get your nozzle in there. It just keeps going. I'm not doing it.
To give you all a context, so right here is where the door is gonna have to go. So we're gonna put a little door in there later on. But for now, we're just gonna get it all fit up there and it's gonna work. The propane tank is actually full right now. We went out and filled it. So we'll have propane until we put that door on and need to refill it.
Or until we run out and we realize we forgot to put a door on, at which point we will put a door on.
Looking good?
Yep, we're on it. All right, we jacked it up in there under her skirt. And there you go, new propane tank. All we gotta do is put 4 screws in there. So we jacked it under her skirt, now we gotta screw her. See, I can make sexual jokes too.
All right, you're learning.
I think we're going too far with it.
I mean, maybe. I apologize.
We gotta put our nuts on it now.
Oh yeah, the nuts. I forgot.
Yeah, we got our nuts right here. We're gonna throw on there.
Moment of truth. Lowering the jack.
Yeah. Hopefully that propane tank stays in place.
What do you know?
All
It
right.
held.
That's gonna work.
We've put the regulator on. We've put the new propane line on there. So and we turned it on. So let's see if we have propane, and we don't blow up. I hear something. We have propane.
First try, baby.
It's a good looking flame too. So
Yeah.
blue's what you want to see there. Hot water heater's working too, y'all.
Hello,
Hot water.
showers.
Yes. Last but not least, the furnace.
Furnace actually works in this thing too?
Yeah.
It's all brand new installed. So.
Oh, you put new in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Everything new. All right, y'all. It's passing the bubble test, so
That's good.
we got one good seal.
Check this bubbles. No leaks here.
All right. Leak free, baby. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
The job
you
is
bet.
done, and it was done
Thank
very
you.
well. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Yeah, make sure you follow this guy up. You can see him build stuff like this. That's real
You
intense.
can follow us on Dark Wolf Artisans YouTube.
Yeah.
Or I don't post too much on my Transcend Existence page, or YouTube channel, but every now and then I do.
Well, we'll link to all of
Instagram's
it
good.
in the description, on the screen, all that stuff. Follow him up.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Thanks.
keep up the good work.
Thanks.
We'll be back sometime, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, we are all ready to hit the road. We got Ruby hooked up back there. We got everything hunkered down. And man, we are just completely super psyched, you guys. We're so happy to get this project done. Wes did it in approximately 6 hours, 7 hours or so of total work. He does really good work too, man. Just watching, he's just basically a master. Really shows you how much we have to learn. But
Yeah, but it's exciting, right? There's so many more skills that we can pick up that we haven't yet, so that's fun.
yeah, and of course he was like, if you guys have any questions about any projects that you're working on in the future, we can always call him up and have him walk us through some stuff.
Maybe
So
you shouldn't have said that, Wes,
Yeah.
because we will be calling you.
we will be taking you up on that for sure. All right, Jeff, are you ready to hit the road? This is
Yes.
Jeff, by the way. He used to hang out in Chuck the Truck, but we figured we'd bring him along so he can see more of the U.S.
Yeah, I think we'll mount him up here eventually, but he's our little mascot, and he's so positive. He's always down to hang out and bob along to our music.
Jeez, y'all, we hit a proper Kansas storm.
The rain's coming down, and even though we replaced our windshield wipers, they're as squeaky as ever.
Yeah, might have to sort that out. So we're finally going to get to test our window gasket to see if it still leaks. I think it's going to be all right.
Yeah, hopefully.
We've arrived at our campsite for the night, and check it out. The propane is kicking. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has burned down. We got a nice blue flame down there. It's working, you guys.
We even took showers. It got hot.
Yeah, our new propane tank, it properly functions. I can't believe it. That really was like the last big project on Clementine. What else is there? Well, I still got to cut a door out for it, but
Yeah, and there might be a leak we noticed in the shower.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Other than that,
yeah, the shower leaks out of the shower head, so it's nothing serious, but it's affecting the pressure. But we don't want to bore you with all that stuff. You guys have seen enough like fixing up and repairing Clementine, right? Now it's time for fun and adventure, and that is what is coming up next. Assuming we don't break down. We're still afraid of that. We're gonna need months and months on the road until we're actually confident driving this thing. But so far, so good. Is that it?
yeah.
I think that's all.
Guess that's it. Okay, goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.